let's highlight some of the elite female athletes with local roots. We start with Abby Wambach.
And you should scroll through her Wikipedia page. It's huge, way longer than fellow Rochesterian George Eastman's. The titles are many: Captain, Olympian, Player of the Year. Recently, she added another one. You're a step-parent now, if I'm not mistaken. How's that?
You know, evidently I was born to be in a parenting role. You know, my wife calls me the mommiest mom that ever mommed.
In May, she married author Glennon Doyle Melton and has been busy taking her wife's kids to their soccer games.
I've been such a part of shaping young girls' dreams for so long that now when I get to do it on a very personal, specific level with these kids has been so fun.
This bright chapter follows a dark one. A few years ago, she was arrested for driving under the influence and later publicly acknowledged her addiction. You are the symbol of tough, and I think what makes your story unique about drug and alcohol abuse is that it shows that you can be tough, but also succumb to this.
Right. Well, the good news and bad news about any kind of addiction is it doesn't discriminate, right? So you can be the most bad mother on the field, and this disease will take a hold of your life and turn it upside down in a lot of ways, like it did mine. It doesn't end with just the DUI. It ends either in death or killing somebody else or killing yourself. Whatever drug or whatever addiction we're talking about usually doesn't end that well. Life is hard, struggle happens, and the worst things in your life can actually turn into some of the best things that ever happened to you.
A lesson learned in a loss playing for mercy.
A flash is to my senior year on my hands and knees, crying in Hornell at the state championship final game. That was my first real, true heartbreak. The only thing that grows us as people is pain. The only thing that makes us better is pain, is hardships, is getting through something. It's not overcoming anything, it's overcoming and overcoming. That's what makes strong, successful people.
Wambach has a memoir out called Forward, where she talks about her life, its achievements and struggles.
As Jen Schur grew up in Fredonia, she developed a love of animals and athletics. She played many sports going into Roberts Wesleyan College, but it would be a sport she'd never tried that would vault her onto the international stage.
Schur reflects now on her Olympic experience.
So much more peaceful than going back and, you know, putting everything you have into one meet and living and dying by your marks and your results. And so right now we're just enjoying life. Speaking of one meet, remember when she picked up a silver medal in Beijing in 2008? Oh, or when she landed a gold in 2012 in London. Nothing's ever going to equal that gold medal, and that experience, and I can relive it like it was yesterday.
What is it like in the Olympic Village?
It's I didn't like it. It was very competitive. You see people with jackets on from different countries that you know you're going to be competing against, whether they're gymnasts or, you know, rowers. Like, you just see that country, and so then you just start getting adrenaline.
Adrenaline is not what she had in 2016 in Rio. A devastating illness gripped her hours before her competition.
What are you thinking now about that whole episode?
When I talk about it too much, that's when I get emotional of it. It's one of those things that it is what it is, and, you know, Rick is always saying, don't rely on one meet. Don't put everything into one meet, one result, because it's just the way it is. You know, he wrestled, he understood the point of it, and that's what he always taught me. Don't think that this is the end all. And I think, you know, going to the Olympics, that's what you think. That's the pinnacle for 4 years. That's when track and field all of a sudden matters. And so you do put everything into it. And so when it didn't come through and all that training, it was heartbreaking. But coming out of it, like, man, I can go from winning a silver to a gold to, you know, the disaster in Rio. But I have a story to tell, and I think that's going to matter in the future to younger generations.
She and her husband and coach Rick are now coaching some vaulters in that younger generation, teaching them to fly like Jen Schur. As for 2020, Schur says that's a long way away.
Coming up, she's known as the First Lady of Television News. Meet the trailblazer who helped make broadcast history in Rochester.
Our next story is about a high school dropout that ruled the skies, and she made history too. Learn about Francine James next.